Hello and welcome back to Reseller World. It is apparently the #1 YouTube show on a Monday night at 8 o'clock live from Manchester.
Is it really?
The #1 show. There must be that many out there to compete with us. Thanks for joining us, folks. It looks busy as normal in the chat, which is great. And we've got a really busy show for you tonight, haven't we? You ain't got a clue, have you? She has not got a Scooby-Doo. She just sits down, makes a brew, and that is the first she knows about what is going on.
Yeah, no dramatic entrances this time. I wasn't chancing walking into the door again. So, and I think you had enough of my leg last week.
Let me just, before we get cracking properly, we'll have a quick gander. There's loads of people in. Adrian's with us. Mr. Diggs Deals. Take a look at Adrian's YouTube channel. Kathy's new to the videos, the show.
And I believe she's from Indiana.
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 Truly international, aren't we?
Unless I've read it wrong and it says India. But no,
India.
I'm sure it says Indiana.
It wouldn't bloody surprise me, serious to God. Bucklewise in, Paul's in, Peter's in. Hi, Peter. There's loads of people in.
Paul C, Catan, Goimers eBay.
Paradox Pickers here with us.
Ketan, Steve Jackson.
Oh, there's so many.
Rebecca.
Lots of people. We will get round to saying hello to everybody. Just
Steve Brano, Jordway.
Keep the chat going. Let me just alter this a little bit. It's doing me head in a bit that is not quite straight.
Oliver Ian.
There's loads of people in.
And Kieran's finally made it. Hi!
Where is he?
That would be my eldest son. He's come to be ashamed of his mother being a YouTube star.
He's just jealous, isn't he? There he is.
He did say he wanted to be on the show, so is today
maybe
the day?
we'll bring him on sometime.
Hey.
We'll have to schedule him in. We'll get him on. Yeah, Kieran, unfortunately, you were way down the list, and we only normally mention the first few people. So
Yo.
Yeah, anyway, so what have we got on today? Well, this is obviously our second show of the new Reseller World format. So we've got some shout outs to do in a minute, which is in addition to the initial shout outs. These are proper shout outs.
So those weren't saying hello to the people that take the time to come and join us, were not proper shout outs.
They were like mini shout outs. Then we've got our social media news section, our death pile puzzle, a few of our favorite things, and some oh no's.
And can I just say we've got an oh no in the chat.
What?
Kathy's asked if we do Secret Santa.
We're going to talk about this during our news section if you want to stay tuned. But if you're in America, that might be tricky. So if you're in the UK, great, but we're going to talk about it later, so stay tuned.
We're allowed to speak about Christmas now. It's November, aren't we?
Yeah,
we've almost got bonfire night out of the way.
The Christmas adverts are up, so why not? I need to put my brew down.
And as I excitedly found out today that McDonald's now have their Christmas cups out too. Oh! Exciting time.
I despair sometimes. Is that what you're truly excited about?
I am. I live a simple life with caffeine and Christmas.
It's not good, is it really? Who else is excited about McDonald's cups? That's pretty bad, isn't it? That is shocking. Anyway, I'm just stalling because I can't find my little intro. So let's get going.
Shoutouts.
So this is our shout out section. This is the main shout out section as opposed to the mini one. So this is where we give a little shout out to some people or some channels or some social medias that we've connected with over the last week, or that has done something that is deserving of a shout out. So the first one I'm going to give is, and you guys, a lot of you will probably know this channel, is this one. Oh, that's good. There it is. You need to go and follow this guy, the Aussie VHS Thrifter. Now, I know it sounds very specific, but this guy is hilarious. Go and search him on YouTube. I've watched a few of his videos this week after someone mentioned him about a week ago, and he is no holds barred, and some of his videos are really, really good. Also, he does like some commentary on some of his pickups, and yeah, really, really funny. So please go and check him out. The next one that I want to talk about is our very own Oliver Ian, who may or may not be in the chat. Have we seen?
Yes, he's in.
Oh,
the
he's
chat.
in. So he gets a shout out. Oliver Ian.
He wants
in
to
the
know,
house.
how's the Christmas tree going to fit behind the sofa?
This isn't our front room.
Thankfully.
It's not our front room. This is my office workspace. But
sadly, the dog loses the bed. That's where the Christmas tree goes.
But the reason Oliver Ian is getting a shout out is because after last week's show, he went and bought one of our infamous Chupa Chups caps. And
I think we made him feel bad.
Between then and now, he's received it in good time, all in one piece. He's very happy with it.
His
sure
Mrs. We had a picture of his missus wearing it as well.
Yeah, he sent. I won't show it because that's private. But his missus sent through a picture. Yeah, very fetching. These are like the best caps you can buy at the moment. So
one down, 100 to go.
79 to go. If anybody else thinks about getting one of these Chupa Chups caps, they are going at a great price at the moment. Just make me an offer on eBay, and in return you get a shout out the week after on the show.
Now he's bribing people.
I know. Why not? But yeah, thanks very, very much for the purchase. That's good.
Can you just give a shout out? We've got Retro Cossack in, who says, "Hey guys, like Chris, I am a recent full-time reseller."
Excellent. Good luck.
Yeah, maybe you two need to compare some notes on how your first few weeks are going.
If you're on Instagram, give us a follow on Instagram. I'll follow you back. Right, next one. Now I think that
Bumtrap Prickers put the Aussie VHS Thrifters thingy on.
Go and follow them or him. He is hilarious. I don't know if many of his YouTube videos will get monetized. You'll see why, but he don't care. So just go and watch it.
You've got Jamie Sullivan who says, "Hi Chris, it's Jamie from the Facebook group." Does that make any sense?
Cool. Jamie
Sully.
I don't recognise his surname unless you go by a different name. But there's a couple of Jamies. Let me move on because we need to crack on. Cookie's being a bit annoying at the moment.
Leave her alone.
Right, now, we all know Andrew, and we all know Money Mental and his channel, the Facebook group, but young Andrew's had some trouble recently, came off Facebook for a little while, and I think that he needs a big shout out. He's probably not watching tonight because he's out and about, but he needs a shout out because he does a lot for everybody. He runs a Facebook group, he keeps it safe and supports a lot of people. So he gets a shout out.
Should we give him a virtual hug? Oh, this is for you, Andrew.
Yeah. So yeah, he does a lot for people. So please support him and don't be mean.
We've got George Wright and he says he brought a baking bag rug off you. Really happy with it.
Oh, right. Yes. Brilliant. I won. Yeah. When I sent that out about a week ago, you got it in one piece anyway, so that's good. Thank you. That's brilliant. Now the final shout out I'm doing this week is just a general one because in the Money Mental Facebook group we have a couple, or quite a few actually, of under 18s, some young people who are getting into reselling, which is really, really good. Support it 100% because they're getting off the backside and they are going out and having a go at making some money. So why not? So we should all support them. I think it's great that youngsters are getting into it. So this is just a general, and you know who you are, peeps. All the youngsters out there doing reselling, especially those in the Money Mental reselling group. So keep going. Keep asking your questions. Don't be afraid to ask anything in the group, and we're all there to support you. So
I think Kieran's feeling left out over something. He's put a bit of a "Where's mine?" and then he's put, "Hi Chris, it's your stepson." I don't know.
Pass. We'll have to catch up on that. So let's just have a little catch up. I'm going to just swipe down. If I do miss anything, please. If it's something really important, just post it back into the chat, because when there's a lot of people in, it's really good.
It is a bit hard, and as you can see, he's got like the thing all worked out now, so me keep interrupting him, he'll shout at me eventually.
Yeah, stop interrupting. Steve-O says Andrew's a lovely bloke, first person who ever spoke to me on YouTube, and of course Peter Ray as well.
Paradox Picker has said, we all make fun of Andrew, but we do all know he's a good guy and works hard, really. Well done, Andrew.
Adrian says Andrew's had a raw deal. Yeah, he has. He does get a bit of grief, so he does a lot for people. So please support him.
Carl Needham has just put, does anyone know the average time Hermes takes on a claims?
Oh no, listen.
How long have you got?
We're going to talk about that later, because I've got it written down on my production notes for this session. So
watch this space.
Stay tuned, please, because I'm going to talk about that. Okay.
So, you got any more shout outs?
No, that's it for shout outs.
Okay.
What next then?
I don't know. What's your next section?
Bloody useless. Got to do it all myself, this. Rebecca says Andrew's a lovely bloke. Oh, a lot of love coming in for Andrew. Hitman says you should wear a Chupa Chups cap next week.
Yeah, you know, I'm not being seen dead in one of them.
I'm
joking.
We're trying to sell these things.
I was joking. I don't mind. I'll wear one.
Cookie, stop it.
I quite suit the cap. Chrissy's ears stick out though.
Yeah, I don't really suit caps. I've been desperately trying to find one that does, but no, doesn't work for me. Richard Payne's in. Hi, Richard. There's Oliver Ian. Everyone needs to buy a Chupa Chups cap. Can be official Cookie in the Hayden's merch. we could get it embroidered on it, couldn't we? Cookie in the Hayden's.
Is that what we need to do?
Yeah, just to give it some extra value. Charge an extra £5 on it.
We've got Sahir in as well.
Oh, Z's in. Excellent. Okay, so shall we? I think we've caught up. Shall we move on? Let's move on to the next little bit that we're going to do. This is where it gets complicated. I keep having to do this. Okay, so here we go. So this is where we need to shuffle some. So on today's news.
You're a weirdo.
Yeah, I know. So what we do with our reseller news is throughout the week we were meant to both keep an eye on what's been going on social media. She doesn't. Just for anything interesting worthy of talking about. So there's a few things that picked up this week, and this one, I don't know if you all saw it or not, or heard about it anyway, because it's been on the Google News and stuff. Is this Curry's PC World hit by eBay scam? Loads of customers got took for a lot of money. And basically, what had happened with that is, if you'd followed the story, is that some hackers managed to hack into PC World's eBay account and basically just alter the PayPal payment address slightly. And therefore, from that moment onwards, loads of people who bought quite expensive stuff, you're talking £500,000 items, were getting their payments redirected to the scammer's PayPal account. So I just picked up on that. I had a good read of it, and it's quite horrendous, really, the amount of money that these people have gotten away with. Anybody else see that? Because I don't think it's the first time it's happened. What are you doing?
The dog wants to get up, but she can't.
And basically, PayPal and eBay were really slow off the mark to sort that out for people. So God only knows if, I mean, it wouldn't happen probably to us particularly because we don't have accounts like what PC World do. But it's still a bit of a worry that somebody can get in and do that. Yeah, Adrian, shocking. Did you read that? Ketan, the curries issue is what I mentioned, I think, a week or two ago. It's happening to normal, right? So all the more reason to make sure your eBay accounts and PayPal are fully secure. If you can do the two system verification, it's probably worth putting that on if you're not already. Basically, so that when you log in, you get a text to your phone to confirm that you're logging in at that location. Always worth doing that. Yeah, I just thought I'd mention that just to see if anyone had any thoughts on it. But it's just, I think Ketan's right in that it's a good reminder for everybody, I suppose, small or big, that they need to make sure that their accounts are secure.
Yeah. Hitman wants to know if he can, if we can see if he can see the caps now. Are they at hand?
Hitman, I might be able to get one out.
We did one out in a bit.
Yeah, I'll get one out in a minute. Carl says the banks are starting it too. Oh, what the extra security, is that what you mean? Yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd run that through you because I know it'd been in a lot of the Facebook groups and it had been on the general news as well. It had made the news because of the amount of money that had been defrauded. But yeah, it'd be bad, you know, if you were buying your iPhone. I think a lot of people buying the new iPhone have been possibly hit for quite a lot of money on some of those, or Apple Macs and stuff.
They know how to time it, don't they?
Ketan says he set up the two-step security, had issues using the app, so I'd advise using your method of text message to verify. Yeah, because if for some reason you can't log into the app to verify, then you've got a problem, haven't you? So the text, I always find, is probably the best way to do it. The next one that I was going to mention was all about Amazon, and I saw on quite an interesting little post on Instagram about Amazon's algorithm. So if any of you use Amazon, I thought this was quite interesting. It was by the FBA guys, as you can see there, on Amazon. So you can always give them a follow if you're into that. But I thought this was interesting. This is alleged, and this is not verified by anybody. But if this is correct, then it's interesting information. So the truth about the Amazon algorithm. So according to this, 70% of Amazon's customers do not get past the first page. I guess I can imagine that being true because I think I've been in that situation as well, where you're browsing for stuff. You don't really browse too far. 35% of all customers click on the first product. On the first 3 items on the search result gets 64% of all clicks. And the last one is 84% of clicks on the first page are all brands. So I thought that was interesting reading. So I gave them a follow off the back of that because it's always good to sort of get to know any little snippets of information. You have to take it with a little bit of pinch of salt because you don't know if it's 100% true. But I could see that information being, you know, fairly accurate. It's very difficult with Amazon unless you really tank your prices to get high up on the results.
Adrian's dropped a little thing in there. Mother Care has gone into administrations. Sale anyone?
Yeah, I saw that on the news before, that they might be shutting down. What were you laughing at before, by the way? You were chuckling away to yourself.
I don't know.
Right.
Could be anything. Could be anything. There's a little private conversation going in here about between Parados Pickers and Double Karma about being whether she's Andrew's lady or not.
All right. Trotters into Bay traders are in the house, so thanks for joining us. Hopefully you're going to come on one of our shows in the future. Don't forget we get first refusal. The other thing, has anybody else, the other bit of thing, I've been getting a couple of messages on Instagram, and this company seems to be going round off the back of eBay issues, trying to drum up a bit of business. Cookie's just licking everybody and everything that she can find.
She's got a licky head on tonight.
So yeah, it's called Purple Monkey Online Auction, and they've definitely been sending messages to people who are resellers. I know of quite a few, and I've had more than one message saying that you can have a free trial, free, no commission and no fees until the end of November to list and sell stuff. So basically completely free. So I went and had a look just out of interest, but there's not a lot going on the site, and you do a search and you can't find many products.
Is it like a new eBay?
I think they're trying to do something, but obviously it's early days. They have to start somewhere, which is obviously why they're giving people some free access for a while. But I'd be interested to know if any of you have tried it more than had a message, because I bet loads of you have.
Carl said he thinks it sounds dodgy. Adrian says he's had 3 messages from them.
I don't think it's dodgy. I had a good look at the site, but there wasn't a lot happening on there. There was hardly anything listed. I can't say for sure it's not dodgy. Obviously, I'm just going off when I had a look at the website.
Ashley's put a question in.
Okay,
what are your experiences with click and collect? I didn't know I was auto opted in. Got a sale today. Turns out I had to ship it to Argos miles away. Didn't charge for recorded delivery.
I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't want to use it. I have it on switched on. All it is you ship it. If a customer selects that they want to collect the item from an Argos, you just ship it to the Argos. I had one issue recently where somebody went to Argos to collect their item, and they got there and Argos couldn't find it. And I basically just said, well, for the time being, you need to go back, speak to the manager, and get them to have a good look for it. And I never heard from him again, because at the end of the day, my job is done. Argos had admitted receiving the item but couldn't find it, so there's not really a lot I can do from that point of view. So that's the liabilities down on Argos for that. But I don't see why you wouldn't use it. I don't see any reason why not. Have you found some issues, Ashley? Is that why you're asking? Cookie. Hence Cookie and the Haydens.
Yeah, I know there's a few people that have popped in and gone, it's Cookie. Adrian has just said on the question you asked, yeah, there's not a lot listed. Needs more to convince me to try it out. Yeah, definitely. In regards to the Purple Monkey online auction page, you say it and I just hear Spanky Monkey.
Spanky Monkey?
I don't know, it's just, what? I don't know. It's the way my brain just picks things up.
How do you even get that? Yeah, it didn't grab me, even free listing and free commission and free sales and everything, because there's clearly not enough traffic on there at the moment.
Trotters into eBay traders has said, just got a webcam, not sure how to use it on StreamYard. When I work it out, I'm going live.
Oh, good.
So that should be fun. Lee Simpson said, I've had an issue with Argos not finding the item. They all have ECP numbers though, so as you say, once it gets to Argos, it's on them.
There's nothing else you can do as a reseller. You've got to get the customer to liaise with Argos to resolve that, because once it's confirmed as being there, that's it, your job's done.
Tap Fighter said, only issue I have with click and collect is you can't block certain items, i.e. large size stuff gets refused.
I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that. Spanky monkey. Yeah, Ashley.
Hey, I'm not the only one that had thought it when you were saying it.
Ashley just said, just scared they'll lose it and only charge $2.90 for postage, so didn't send it tracked. Well, if you send it Hermes for that price, you $2.85 has it tracked, so you could do that.
Why has Cookie just walked in with one of my nail files?
Oh, where'd she get that from?
Where you got that from? Hey, that's not yours.
Spanky Monkey, is that your pet name for me? I wish.
One of many little pet names I have for Chris.
Alan said, I had a customer request Argos as it was 2 miles away. I hand delivered it. Oh, okay, cool. That's useful, isn't it? Hand delivering it.
No.
Yeah, Ashley, I mean, you know, it's your decision at the end of the day, but I don't see why you wouldn't bother. It's no different than, you know, having it delivered anywhere, really, to be honest. Like GSP, you know, you're sending that to eBay's global shipping depot before it gets sent on international. Paradox says £3 raw mail with free tracking. Yeah. Okay, so the next thing on my news list, not news as such, but just a little reminder to people. So I'm going to share the screen. How do I do that now?
He really wants
share screen. And I'm going to just go here. So it's a reminder to you really that this page is here, the eBay Seller Central. And there's loads of information on this page that is useful for us, especially here. If you click business, there's private there, business, and there's lots of announcements. So all the official announcements from eBay. So if you want to know what the latest situation is with the seller requirements and the item specifics, just go and have a look on there. But the reason I actually went and had another look on this page was because of something that they put out the other day on Facebook. And that is this yearly calendar of, you know, useful dates, a retail calendar. So it's here. So if you type calendar in the search and go on here, retail calendar 1819, I thought this was quite useful. So basically it's got each month and some useful dates, especially for retail. So if we go to the current period, it's quite small. You might not be able to see this on the screen share, but autumn, November, you've got, it's confirmed the dates, Black Friday 23rd, 26th is Cyber Monday, male grooming. Male grooming, apparently. The 22nd is Thanksgiving. See, I didn't know that.
Because it's the end of November.
Ah, could be. And then in December, you've obviously got, well, it says here, 1st of December is Small Business Saturday. Didn't know that. Manic Monday is the 3rd. Green Monday. What? What's Green Monday? Anyone know what Green Monday is?
Monday that's green.
It's the 10th anyway. 14th, Free Shipping Day. So I just thought that this calendar of dates was quite useful. So you can find that on the eBay Seller Central. Just type eBay Seller Center into Google if you're not sure where to find that. But I thought that might be useful for people. Let me just stop me. Let's just go back to that. That's not right. There. Okay. So that's, I thought, might have been useful for you. When sales start, is that what Green Monday is? Was it Green Monday or Green Friday?
Green Monday. And everybody buys their sprouts for Christmas dinner. We won't be partaking then in Green Monday.
Stew, was that stew? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, right. I used to eat when I was a child plates of sprouts all on their own, and now I can't stand them.
That's probably why you're an adult trumpet.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Just one of his other pet names.
Yeah, Carl and Bundle by UK are just confirming Black Friday, Cyber Monday, very similar sort of days. Has it gone blurry?
Why has it gone blurry? I don't know. It doesn't look blurry on mine.
It's not gone blurry from here.
No.
Green. Nobody knows.
Vintage Van Green Monday is a day for stoners.
What is Green Monday? First person to tell me what Green Monday is. I'll have a look myself. Green.
This could have been in next week's Monday news.
I know, yeah. Green Monday. I beat you all to it. Green Monday is an online retail industry term, similar to Cyber Monday. So the term was coined by eBay in 2007 to describe the best sales day in December. So Green Monday is the day when eBay anticipate the most sales to be made.
So is that when they press your little button so that you can have sales?
Yeah, when they'll turn us on that Monday.
Look forward to that one.
So I did not know that, and apparently that's been around since 2007. And coined by eBay, obviously, because it's all about eBay sales. So that's interesting.
I just did Peter still blurry. I can't watch it as I'm not too bad, but was much better before. All right, it mustn't be yours. So
okay. It's probably maybe your connection is just dropping a bit, and that sometimes makes it go pixelated.
Oh, we've got more monkeys. Smug's Monkey wants to know, how is full-time reselling? Is it worth it? Don't think we can tell yet, can we?
You can't really tell. I mean, I'm working hard enough. I'm doing plenty of listing and stuff, and I'm collecting some stuff for Amazon FBA that I'm going to send up this week. It's too early to tell, but
at the minute you still feel like you've just booked 2 weeks off work, don't you?
I feel like I'm just off work at the moment on holiday, and I'm going to go back soon. So I think, like I said, I was on Rod's channel this morning just for 5 minutes while I was chatting about something.
Is that while I was snoozing?
No,
he
was out. And what was I going to say then?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm bloody good, but I haven't worked out my reading yet.
I've lost my train. It'll come back to me.
You were saying about it feeling like you were off work at the moment.
Yeah, what I said to Rod was that I think when it gets to my previous job's payday, which will be the 20th of the month, and I don't get paid, I think that's when it'll sink in, because I'm going to have to work out how much I can afford to pay myself on that day anyway, because I'm going to try and pay myself on the same day each month, because all my bills come out at that time. So yeah.
Paradox Picker said, Chris and Bell, if you won the lottery, would you continue reselling? Not a cat in hell's chance. How much you talking about? A tenner?
You remember, if anyone's in here well, obviously Jimmy's in, who's an Only Fools and Horses fan. I'm a big fan. So you remember when they won the lottery, and not long afterwards they end up back at the flat, and they get a phone call from Monkey Harris or something, and they say, "Oh, I've got a job lot of suitcases or something," and Del Boy comes off the phone to Rodney and goes, "Oh, we've got a job lot of suitcases here. Should we go for it?" And he's like, "What are you talking about? We're out of the business." So I think it would be difficult. I mean, would I still even go to car boot sales?
Yes.
Would you?
I don't care.
Can you imagine walking around the car boot knowing that you're a millionaire? Would you really though?
It wouldn't matter how much money you had in the bank. You would make sure that money was spent wisely.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Now you know that you can buy a Build-A-Bear for £1 instead of 40 quid. You'd be buying in your Build-A-Bears for £1.
Maybe. The other bit of news I wanted to talk about again was for Amazon, and
got a few people correcting you here. One, it was an electric carpet steamers, and secondly, they didn't win the lottery. They sold a timepiece.
Oh, it's the same thing. They basically won the lottery, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
They did. They got 6.6 million or whatever. So I knew that much. But you knew what I meant. They effectively won the lottery.
People just say like correct.
It was a metaphor for winning the lottery. I was about that.
Okay.
But yeah, I couldn't remember what it was that the phone call was about. I was guessing.
We've only watched the episode about a
million
million times.
I've got them all on DVD. Oh yeah, Adrian says, Del Boy, my TV hero.
He'd still want to resell.
Oh, Ian says I'm letting the side down. Oh well.
Makes a change. It's normally me. You know what I managed to do just before we came on? I was playing around trying to find a relatively cheap transfer from Dublin Airport to a hotel that my boys are going to be staying at in January, and I suddenly got a phone call from Ireland, and I thought, oh, it must be a hotel that I've booked. And I answered the phone, and the guy went, hi, is that Annabelle? I said, Jenny. Went, it's your Uber. I'd accidentally managed to book an Uber for Dublin Airport. Thankfully, the guy was really nice and told me just to cancel, and he wasn't going to charge me. But yeah. No.
You get one, don't you? So almost the end of this news section, because we're not really talking much about news, but it's fine. Was another Amazon piece, and that is, they're a bit cheeky, aren't they, Amazon? They basically, at the moment, what they're saying to their sellers are that if you sell toys and you do it fulfilled by merchant, if they may stop you selling those toys over the Christmas period unless you send them in to FBA and let them fulfill them. And this just stinks of big business just not giving a damn and wanting to take all the money themselves. Look, so far I've not got that much fulfilled by merchant. I have got some toys listed on there. They've not shut those down yet, touch wood. If they do, I'll have to just send them up to FBA. But how cheeky is that? Has that affected any of you guys? Because maybe that's a thing they do every year. Some of the more experienced Amazon sellers will know more than me on stuff like this, because I'm pretty small time Amazon. I only dabble. But that's really naughty, isn't it? Letting you sell all year, comes to the busiest time. Sorry, you can't sell now unless you send it to us, and we'll make more money on it. Just naughty.
Bundle by UK says that happens every year.
Oh, that's so unfair, isn't it?
Uniquely me, you haven't missed any leg. I played it safe this time. Parrot's bigger no leg this time. I'm sorry.
No leg.
I've started something now, haven't I? I'm gonna have to work my way up. Maybe I can work my way up to a Christmas treat of coming in modelling some of the underwear that Chris has bought. If I can find one that covers all the vital areas.
Let's move on. Lee said they usually do this over November, December. I just stick everything on Amazon anyway. I mean, I'm the same. Majority of my stuff is Amazon fulfilled. I just tested a bit of merchant fulfilled myself as well. I haven't sold a damn thing on Amazon anyway. That's been merchant. Everything's been FBA. So I may end up just sending it all up anyway before they shut it down.
Olive Green said surely it's so they can guarantee delivery before Christmas.
Maybe.
Everyone's demanding leg here.
Who's demanding a leg? Vintage Vandal. Cookie, come here. Give us your leg.
You can have a bit of knee today. Look, I've got a little bit of knee showing. How's that? How's that for the leg?
You're just prostituting yourself.
I've actually got a knee on the other side as well. I think I need a new pair of jeans.
Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about is the Secret Santa for resellers this year. And I've been shafted, summit rotten, again, in organising this. Now, did anyone take part in one last year? That's my first question to people. I know somebody else in the reseller world did one. Do you remember who it was?
Somebody right at the beginning. You carry on talking and I'll see if I can find it when they were talking about Secret Santa.
Yeah, so I'm going to do this Secret Santa. Now, I've found a website that will do most of the legwork on it, and it's called Picado. There are a few websites that do it, but I found when I did a bit of research and reading up on how it works, I think this one is the best fit for what we want. Cookie.
Right. Rebecca.
Cookie.
Rebecca Turner put Elfster in.
Yeah, I've looked at that one.
Looked at?
What else? I've looked at that one, Elfster. I felt that this Picado was slightly better because it allowed, once people have been matched with a person, it allows you to send an anonymous message. So that could be useful for getting your address of where to send your item. If you send an anonymous message to the person you've been drawn with to request an address, and that saves a load of legwork from the organizer having to collect and pass things on. So
Tap Paddle said Carla did it last year.
Ah, that was it. Does anyone sort of find that it worked? Anyway, so I'm going to do it. So my idea at the moment is to use this Picado website. So
we are going to keep it to the UK, though, aren't we?
I think
just for.
Unfortunately, I know there's loads of international people that watch the show and stuff, but I don't see how we can really do it international because of the costs involved in shipping. So if everyone is in agreement, and I can only apologise to everyone who's outside the UK, that it probably has to just be UK. So the plan would be is, if you want to take part in the reseller Secret Santa, or it's called the Death Pile Secret Santa, is send me a message on either Facebook or preferably Instagram, because that's an easier system to send messages. Want to give me that?
Because I can't reach over there now. Cookie's sat down.
Send me a message. I need your first name, second name, email address. If you don't provide me with those, you can't take part because it's all going to be automated by this system. Also, as well as those three things, so first name, surname, email address, please, if you operate on YouTube or Instagram by a different name, like say Oliver Ian, for instance, put that name in as well so I know who you are. So I can recognize, because I might not recognize you by your real name. It might be your alias that I need to know. So just let me know your alias as well. What we're going to do is we'll set a deadline for when applicants need to get in their information to me. I will upload everyone's details onto this website. You'll all get an email with details of what to do next. And then you'll be able to exchange your addresses anonymously. And my suggestion is that everyone has to send their Secret Santa an item from their death pile. I guess you don't have to do that, but that's my suggestion, is you dig something out of your death pile and send it. And then just before Christmas, we will host a live show, and we'll invite anyone who took part to jump on the live stream, open their Secret Santa gift live on air for a big reveal. Now, I know you can only have 6 people on StreamYard, but what we'll do is we'll drop people in and out as they turn up with their gift. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to come on live because not everyone's confident enough. Not everyone has access to cameras. That's absolutely fine. But if you want to, you can save your gift till close to Christmas, and we'll do a live show and we'll do a big reveal. Everyone can come on and open their gifts. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Paradox Picker said we could use Andrew's address like a GSP centre. We all send our Secret Santa gifts to his house, and then he pays the extortionate amount to forward them abroad.
Yeah. that would be funny.
I love the fact that this is all coming out when Andrew's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, he's not here. Everyone ship everything to Andrew. Can you imagine? He'd have an absolutely, he'd have a heart attack, wouldn't he?
Paradox Picker said it's a cool idea. Is it a she or a he, Paradox Picker?
Let's have a look. His picture looks like a he. So I'll go with that.
The live stream is a good idea. I've never gone live, but it could be my debut.
Who's that?
Paradox Picker.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely. It only has to be for a few minutes, and then we drop you out.
76 says price value limit. If it's coming out of your death pile, then I suppose it's up to yourself.
Up to you, but I would, if you decide to go out and buy something, maybe £5 to £10, I wouldn't spend any more than that.
Yeah. Catherine Hill said sounds good. Adrian says awesome idea. Chris, I dig it.
Cool.
Get that. Richard said sounds good. Where is Andrew?
Andrew's out tonight. I don't know if he's on a date or not, but I know he's on.
In the ladies.
He's out.
Ozzy says, yeah, I could organise an Aussie one.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Paradox Picker is a he. Hi.
It's Craig. You see, I didn't know that connection, and that's why. Yeah, especially when you send me your information, give me your names as well.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he tagged me. Did you see the post?
Yes.
You actually saw a post on Facebook. Is that right?
Yes.
Bloody hell.
I don't spend my entire life on the internet like you.
Yeah, Craig tagged me in a post to remind me. Thank you. I had to do all this work. Thanks very much, Craig.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone says sounds good. Right. So
Ozzy Thrifter says, what was the website that you use him to do it?
Picardo. So it's spelt
not Picasso.
Pikkado. Pikkado. Picardo. And
would you like a vowel with that?
No, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, that's the one. I did a bit of research on all these, like Elfster and all that stuff. This one seemed to work the better. Obviously, we're not going to know until I actually load people's names up and see what happens with it. But yeah, it looked all right to me, and it's free. So from this point onwards, message me. Instagram might be the best place, or Facebook.
We have to have a cut-off point of
what date are we on now?
When we can add people.
Yeah, we have to launch it at some point. So should we say like 2 weeks from now? Got 2 weeks to join in. So that's the 11th, 18th. Right, 2 weeks from now is your deadline to join the Secret Santa, the Death Pile Secret Santa. Send me a message on Instagram or Facebook. I want your first name, your second name, your email address. If you trust me with this information, you just have to trust me with it. And your alias, if you use an alias on YouTube or whatever.
Back from Burnout did say, what if you get weirdos getting your address?
Well,
you're not going to know whose address you've got, though.
Well, you're going to know the person that you've got.
Yeah.
But you're not going to know who's got yours. There's a lot of trust involved in this, folks. So there's a lot of trust. If you don't want to take part, I fully understand. Yeah.
Paradox picker, all we said was in terms of a maximum value, potentially something out of your death pile. So,
and then the value is up to you because you only know what it's worth.
Or if you're buying something, maybe £5 to £10.
Yeah.
Not something that's going to break the bank. Bucklewise has already sent you a message.
Brilliant.
Tap Peddler, what if I list all my death pile and don't have one anymore?
Never
going to happen.
Then dig something out of your listed items that you don't mind taking off. Maybe something that you've not sold for 3 years. Oh, was he joking?
Yeah, it's like you saying you not having a death pile.
Yeah. Richard, you're right. That won't happen, Derek. What's...
He's never going to get rid of his death pile. Get with the program.
Right. Okay,
this is why I run the chat and you don't.
Right. That's Secret Santa sorted out. You've got 2 weeks from today, which is the 18th. That is the deadline to join in. After that, you're too late. So, talking about death piles, we're going to move on.
You may challenge me to a contest. No one has ever won.
So this is the death pile puzzle, which is a perfect link from our last conversation. So last week we did this puzzle and we're giving out points, and of course points mean prizes, and Cookie's sat on the pen.
I know.
Hopefully it's not gone somewhere where it shouldn't.
It's gone somewhere, but I can't find it.
It's probably on the floor. So we're collecting the points, and at some point we are going to issue a prize to someone. I don't know what that prize is, and I don't know when I'm going to give it out.
It's a Chupa Chup card.
It could be. And aren't you the lucky one if it is?
Grab me another one from over there while you're up.
I haven't got one.
See, there's a bit of leg and a bit of butt. Look at that. Woo!
Okay, so are you all ready for the puzzle? And basically what we do is we put a picture that is something genuinely out of my death pile that I've not listed yet, and it's pixelated. So you've got to tell us what it is. First person to get it right gets the points.
Now, is there any specification?
Yes, there is.
With these, before you start telling me off?
There is definite specifications.
Right, well, you need to tell
and we'll do it
specifications
on a case-by-case basis. How's
okay.
that? Now, I need to make sure, because I can barely see these pictures, that I don't put the answer up before the thing. So, with this first one, what I want is...
Just what it is.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Oh, which one are you doing?
I'm going to do that one.
Oh, yeah. What it is and what kind it is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
What it is.
What brand.
And what brand it is.
We've already got people in there.
With what?
With answers.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have more than one guess.
There you go. This is number one. Guess as much as you like.
So what is it and what brand is it? I'm expecting you to get this, Oliver Ian.
First one, according to our chat window, is the winner.
Almost. What brand is it? Oh, and the answer has gone to Stephen Jackson. It is a Build-A-Bear My Little Pony. Oliver, you let me down.
He nearly got that as well.
I know. I was expecting. He was the one that was saying everything was a bloody Build-A-Bear last week. And Summer's Rabbit. It's rigged, this. I don't know. I so thought you were going to get that. So
You've got to, guys, you got to be a bit quicker than that. That's pretty poor. That took ages.
So Stephen Jackson.
And how many points you giving him? 10 points. 10 points.
Everybody gets 10 points. That's what it is. It goes on 10-point value.
Are you ready for the next one? And I just want you to tell me what this is. Ready?
What is it? Oliver Ian's like, never mind. I own a cap now. Not football top. Come on, guys. I thought this one you were going to get really quickly.
No, don't give him a clue. Don't give him a clue.
Someone's almost got it.
Don't give him a clue.
Stephen Jackson has got it again.
He's cheating somehow.
Is he peeking through our window this time? Now, who was it who was almost there? See, George, you weren't quite right. It's not a plush. It is just a Terminator head.
Yeah, you're not right. You can't have that.
But yeah, I thought you were going to get it.
So yeah, Terminator head. It's from a loot crate. That not worth particularly much money, but I'm waiting for the right opportunity to sell him.
Well, last week we had Adrian and 2 Aussie thrifters getting everything, but they don't seem to even be in the running now.
Who was last week?
Adrian Davis and 2 Aussie thrifters.
Yeah. Okay, we're ready for the next one. Now, just tell me what brand this is. That's all I want to know on this, really, because it's too difficult to get it otherwise.
Even I don't know what that is.
Just a general, what is that?
The brand.
It's silent.
Is that the answer? Because I don't know what it is.
These guys have got the proper answer because there's different kinds of those.
Right, so we've got the first answer, which is 2 Aussie thrifters, which was a Funko Pop. I'd have told you sooner, only Ant told me what the answer was.
There it is. Jerry Garcia Funko Pop. That's why I didn't ask you for the actual character, because that was impossible. Okay, what we got next?
See, that was after me just saying that 2 Aussie thrifters were kind of being a bit quiet there.
Right, this one, the next one, I want the name of the character and the type of item it is. There you go.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm not even sure I know the answer to this either.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
See what everyone else can give them a chance to answer. Yeah, it's that one now.
Yeah. So the first person to get it was Jord Wright with It's the Finn plush.
There it is. Well done.
See, Linda and Gaz, look. Finn from Adventure Time. Full complete answers, but you're just way too late. You need to type faster.
Yeah.
It's
You're
got a
typing too
willy.
much.
It's
Yeah.
got a willy.
If you go, but wait, watch.
Oh my
There
god.
it is.
Vintage Vandal. Just you to notice. So we've got Jord right now.
And what else have I got here now? I think I've got 2 more left. 2 more to go. So next one, just tell me what this is, the type of item it is.
Ooh. I like Tap Peddler. I'd have never got that even without the blockiness. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oliver Ian. It's a cat.
Now, for 5 bonus points, or 10, no, let's give them 10 points. Stay on the cap. It is a cap. For 10 points, tell us what is on the front of the cap.
It's not Chupa Chup.
Tell us what logo is on the front of the cap.
Miami Dolphins.
No.
Celtic. Chupa Chup.
This is a free 10 points if you can get it. No,
Dolphins, Playboy, Eagles logo, Celtics.
I'll give that to Lainey.
Lainey, Big Girls Really Do Cry. New York City. Woohoo! There you go, Lainey. You're in the running.
It was close enough for me. It was close enough. Paradox put Yankees, so
It's first come first.
I'm gonna give it to Lainey that one because it was close enough. My rules, my game.
But Oliver, you did also get 10 points for getting the fact it was a cat.
Right, now last one. There we go. You ready for the last one? Now I want what the item is and
for extra point.
The character. Paradox pick is having a fit after that last one.
It's
Anyone going to have a guess at this one? What the item is and give me a character.
Ooh, people are struggling with this one.
This is a tough one, isn't it? Save the hardest one till last. No, you're getting close, guys. You're getting close.
Yeah, closer. Can anybody tell us what the item is if they don't know what the character is?
Yeah, forget the character for now. We'll do that in a minute. But what is the item?
Right. Lainey's got half of it.
Yeah, Lainey's got 10 points for comic. So we know it's a comic. What is the character? What superhero is on the front? We know it's a comic, but what is the superhero?
I think this is going to be...
Someone's going to get it.
I don't think so.
Look, here's a clue. Look at the colours. The colours are a big clue.
Yeah, that's why they're getting some of these answers.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with the answers.
2 Aussie thrifters. An extra 10 points. It is The Flash. Well done.
That was tough, that one.
Orange Man. Orange Man. Never even heard of it. Tell you something, 2 Aussie thrifters are racing ahead in this.
I think it's like whoever's good at typing fast. So give us in order of top to bottom at the moment.
Right, so that was our last one for this week. So at the end of week 2, we have in last place, or joint last place, we have George Wright and Oliver Ian with 10 points each. Then we have Lainey, Stephen Jackson and Adrian Davis on 20 points each. And out in front with a big 40 points is 2 Aussie thrifters.
40 points. Okay, so that concludes our death pile puzzle. And we're going to just see if there's anything going on in the
Linda
chat.
and Gaz's excuse, our chat is running slow.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I know.
Lainey said one-handed typing whilst eating soup. You are doing well. That's just put everybody else to shame.
Okay, so let's move on then. That's our quiz done for the week, our little death pile puzzle. We're going to move on to this one.
These are a few of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. We simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so
So this is a few of our favorite things, and each week we are going to share either some interesting sales that we've made in the week, some listings that we've done, or some pickups. So one way or another, we're going to have something to show you.
Which, I can't remember who, but right at the beginning of the chat, somebody did ask us a question on had we picked anything good up.
Did they?
they did, but I just couldn't slot it in.
Oh, okay.
So
for this, I'm going to have to share the screen. So
can I just give a hello to
Go on.
Lee, my nephew? He's joined us.
Hi, Lee.
Hi, Lee.
I'm going to share the screen and I'm going to show you some interesting sales this week. Can I do it? Does that do it? No. There we go. Okay, so the first one, let me get rid of that because I've done that. So this was going to surprise you. Here you go, sold. Listed and sold.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So I ended up listing it as spares and repairs. I listed it for $19.99 and I ended up selling it for $15 on a best offer. I think I paid £3 or £4 for it, so I'm still fairly happy with it. I know I probably could have fixed it myself if I'd really, really tried, but I needed to turn it around.
Vintage Vandal says, "Oh my god,
it's gone. There's no more talk of the Walkman.
It's done.
Done and dusted." Yeah, not a massive sale, but at least it's moved. It's gone. There's profit been made on it.
Going with eBay say Sony Walkman answer from last time. That's got to be worth 10 points.
Okay, so I've been buying a fair bit of vintage clothing recently at these vintage kilo sales, and I've done more this weekend. So this was a good one. This was one that I bought at a vintage sale. Probably cost me about £5 by the time you average out the cost involved in it. So it went on an offer, £25 it sold for. I had it listed for $29.99. Oh no, I had it listed originally.
It says $29.74.
No, originally $34.99.
Oh right.
I had it in a sale for $29.74, and then someone offered me $25 on a best offer.
Right.
So I took it. So that was a nice little sale. I like selling these retro sort of clothing items.
Ashley said she's going to miss the Walkman.
Yeah.
I always hoped it gets fixed.
I'm not. And I've got another video coming out this week that's going to be really interesting in regards vintage clothing. So keep looking out for that. So another sale that we made this week was this Magical Girl Lyrical. It's like a Japanese anime type doll, but the reason I put this on, and it actually sold for $15 on a best offer, was that I had 3 of these dolls on separate listings, and the guy or lady, I can't remember who it was, bought 2 at the same time, and then a few hours later they must have found the 3rd one that I had for sale and bought all 3. So I sold them to them for £15 each for all 3. And I think they cost me, I've had these for ages, so I was quite happy for them to go. But I think they probably cost me about £2 each. I can't quite remember because it was a long time ago. But
can we just say bye to Aussie Thrifters who's having
See
to
you
go
guys.
into work? Obviously watching on the bus going to work again this morning.
all right.
Tomorrow morning, whichever way it is. Paradox Picker's going as well. Got to do some work. So
no worries.
Thanks for being in the chat, guys.
Thank you. So the next item that I'm going to show you that we sold this week were these cars. I bought, you might remember, I think I put out on Instagram this job lot of little Citroen cars that I picked up, and I got about 50 of them, like exactly like this. And I think they owe me about less than 50 pence each, these brand new cars. So this was a nice little sale, and I've slowly been steadily selling these items over the course of the last few months. They've been selling, so I'm well into profit. Everything that I sell on these cars now is pure profit. So that was a nice little bulk lot pickup.
Just saying bye to Back from Burnout.
See you later. Thanks for joining us.
Cheers, guys.
I do like selling the caps, and this was a nice sale for, it was £25 on a best offer. So this has me for about £3 I tend to buy caps in job lots and then split them up. So £3 for this one. It was a nice cap, and it sold for £25. And the last sale that I'm going to show you this week is this little Muppets bundle. Now, I wouldn't normally show you this. It's a fairly standard sale, but I'll tell you why I'm showing you this is because this sold as a result of me ending listings when they get too old. So as my listings approach sort of 10, 11, 12 months, I end them and sell similar, just to refresh them, have a re-look at the item specifics and the price. And I've been making quite a lot of sales recently of a lot of old stock by doing that. And this was one such example of an old listing that I relisted, and it almost sold immediately. I put it back on again.
I listed this ages ago.
This is a really old one. So that's why I'm showing you that one. So I did have some bigger sales, but I thought these were the interesting sales of the week. Now, if you want to take a look at our eBay store, feel free to do so. This is our store. I'm just going to show you how it looks. We've got a nice sort of banner on the top there, Movie Fusion, collectibles and gifts, and some loads of cool stuff that we sell in our shop. And it's mostly TV, movie related stuff, a lot of retro stuff, figures, toys. What we have is we have our own categories set up as well in the side. So these are categories that we set ourselves. So you can look at, say, for example, we can go into Disney and see all our Disney stuff. So if you wanted to find our store, we have our own web address that directs to our store. So all you have to do is type in www.movie-fusion.uk, hit enter, and it will come up with our store. Now, as a special thank you, if you did want to buy anything from us, there is a 15% link on the YouTube description. So if you use that link, you'll get 15% off anything that is over £5, which is almost everything in our store. We don't really sell anything under £5. So feel free, go and have a browse. If you find anything, our Chupa Chups caps are in there as well. Just look for moviefusion.uk. That is our web address for our eBay shop.
I'm getting quite fond of the Chupa Chup caps. I think we should keep them all.
Really?
Yeah. I do apologise. I said bye to Back from Burnout, and they were saying bye to everybody that was leaving.
Awkward.
So hi.
Hi again. I might add then caps to my Christmas list.
Go for it. Everybody in the family needs to be sat round the table at Christmas dinner wearing a Chupa Chups cap.
I know. I'm all in favour of that. Yeah, so there it is. Might add those to the Christmas list. Okay, so that was a few of our favourite things, and we're coming to the close of our show, but we're not quite finished yet. We've got one more section to do, and that is coming up right now.
Oh no.
So this is our oh no section, and we talk about fails, annoyances, things that have really got on our nerves. And
well, while we're on that, why can't you put the shampoo bottles back after you've had a shower? Just thought I'd slip it in on the oh no section.
Yeah,
no,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, whatever.
Something about shampoo, that's all I heard. Oliver Ian said, let's all have one to help Chris out. Mind you, you know, I'd go and buy more like Rodney, yeah, right. Love the sound effects. Thanks, back from the burnout. Yeah, I worked on them really hard.
Yeah, he tried to get me to sing the "This is a few of our favourite things."
She won't have it.
If you've ever watched any of the videos where Chris has made me sing for presents, you'll see why I sound like a cat wailing.
Yeah, if you want to have a laugh, go to our YouTube
it's coming to
channel.
that time of year, actually, it'll be put out.
Annabelle did, was it the 12 Days of Christmas?
Yeah.
12 Days of Christmas, and she sung it. Gorgeous voice. And it's on YouTube for all to see, so just go and search it. 12 Days of Christmas.
I wouldn't have done it apart from if I did sing, then I got a present every day for 12 days. So who wouldn't give it a go? So yeah.
So for the oh no's this week, and we touched on it earlier when somebody says, how long does it take my Hermes to sort out a problem? Hermes is on my oh no list because I have had two cases open with Hermes for 9 weeks.
I think you need to do it.
No, that is for my Hermes. For 9 weeks, they still haven't resolved one of them. Now, they take forever to resolve a lost parcel, a damaged item, or a parcel where it says it's delivered, but the customer tells you it hasn't been delivered. They take ages, and I'm getting seriously annoyed, up to the point where last week I dug out the phone number. And if you've ever tried to ring my Hermes, it's horrendous because it goes round and round and round in circles. You can't get to speak to anyone. But what I found was, if you ring my Hermes on their customer service number and you choose the option to enter a tracking number, if you choose that option, eventually you can get through to speak to somebody about it. All the other options give you dead ends, so use that option. And when I rung up last week to talk about these two issues that have been ongoing for 9 weeks, straight away the lady on the phone resolved one issue there and then and refunded it for me. So all this to and froing on emails, which takes a week for them to reply to an email, and then they send you back the same question that they asked you 2 weeks ago. It's horrendous. So if you get the opportunity, use the telephone number customer services, but go through the tracking system, and that way you will get to speak to somebody. I'm still waiting for one issue to be resolved. That's because they wouldn't accept a digital signature on a document from a customer, which is ridiculous. They wanted a signed signature, which some people don't have printers to print things out to sign it, and then how do they get it back to you? So it's been horrible to deal with those two cases. It was really weird, actually, because while I was on the phone to Hermes, I actually got a message from an eBay, one of my customers, to say that one of their Hermes parcels had been wrongly delivered. And my heart sank, because I just thought, Jesus, I've not even finished dealing with these two yet. But thankfully, within an hour, I got another message to say the delivery driver had been back and swapped the correct parcel. It had been a mix-up in the van or something, and they'd been and swapped out the correct parcel. So that got resolved on its own, thankfully. But the thing is with Hermes, a lot of people slag them off, and I too am getting really frustrated with them at the moment. But I still only have a very small percentage of problems, touch wood. It's like 0.1% of issues with parcels, and I'm convinced that even if I went over to Royal Mail, which will cost me more money and is less convenient, that I'd probably still get the same percentage of problems. Law of averages tells me I'm going to hit some problems with the amount of parcels that we're delivering. So
I think that answers Stephen's question. He said they sound awful. Why do you all use them? But like you just said, it's the cheaper, and it's handy because the shop's at the top of the road. Our
drop-off shop is right at the top of the road. It's very, very convenient, handy. I've got to know their system. I've got to know their shocking.
I only drop the parcels off once in a blue moon, and I walked in the other day, and he looked at me and he went, "Hayden,
Yeah.
I think he just recognises the packaging now.
I don't, like I say, touch wood, I don't have that many. In this year, I've probably had to put in 4 claims for items missing or lost or stolen, more than likely. And I've probably had a couple of damages, maybe 2 damages, which I've had to suck up because they don't compensate for things like glass and breakables. So when you send stuff like that with Hermes, you send it off your own back. So I take responsibility on that one. But
Catan said, go on their Twitter page, name and shame them. I did it with another company and I got a top director of the business contact me and sorted it out.
Yeah, I might do that. If I've sent now a signed document from my customer. If they don't accept that, I'm going to be fuming. Really am, because I also paid for insurance on that item. So for me, I've paid insurance. You should be dealing with that a lot quicker.
John at YLM says, I've had problems with Hermes, but recently they're much better. Richard said, I find Hermes on the whole are okay, just get the odd problem, but find they always pay out. Eventually
they do. I do find that the length of time they take in dealing with issues is pretty horrendous. I don't expect something to be dealt with there and then. It takes time, and they have resolved problems in the past where they've actually found a parcel that went missing, which I was shocked about, because once they go missing, generally they never turn up again. So I understand there's a process to go through, but for me, they should resolve something for us as a seller, and within 2 weeks, within 14 days, they should resolve it and either refund you or close the case, whatever. It should be resolved in 2 weeks. That is what I think anyway.
Hitman said, never had a single problem with Royal Mail. Tap Peddler says, I scan all my home parcels at my Hermes shop. They're pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Just having a look, because Carl's put a comment, I can't read him. He said, eBay is thinking you sold them an item with a dent in it and did not say it had one. Is one of his oh no's. But he said, luckily paid extra insurance. Also a good job I did. He's had 2 problems in 10 years.
Richard says most couriers won't cover glass or ceramics, so it's not worth paying up. No, I never do. And I just make sure that I pack it as tightly as possible. And then once I've packed something that's got glass or a mug or something in it, just chuck it out of a 3rd floor window. If it lands and it doesn't break, then you know that it'll be all right with Hermes, because that is basically what they do with it.
Bumcracker said, can you drop a link for a fellow reseller's channel? They've been trying to reach 1,000 for a while and the 59 short.
Yeah,
go ahead, throw it in there.
Who is it, Bumcrack? Let us know.
Well, we've got 54 people watching at the minute, so if none of them have subbed this person, maybe if we can get everybody to sub them, they'll almost be there.
So I've not really got any other oh no's for this week, so that's good news. But I think that pretty much concludes. But you know, these little videos that I've been making.
Dee's channel, Flipping Particles.
Oh, Flipping Particles, yeah. I'm already a sub. I'm already on there, so.
I'd be surprised if there's anybody that Chris isn't subbed to be fair.
I do sub everybody, really.
He is a bit of a stalker.
I'm not a stalker.
You are a stalker.
I just like subbing everybody.
Stalk everybody.
Plus, if I sub people, they might sub me back.
Ulterior motive stalker.
Definitely. These little videos that I've made actually feature my voice. So let me just play this to you again, the oh no. Listen to this. This is me.
Oh no.
And no, the little squeaky voices are not me.
That is my voice, but it's slowed down. So, oh no. Now, if you slow that down, that's what you'll hear.
And the chipmunk ones is you sped up, isn't it?
This, which one? No, it's not, actually. This one is me as well. So when I made this, I put my own voice on it.
Shoutouts.
So if his reseller ever goes down the pan, he's going to go into voiceovers.
Yeah, definitely. I could be the next X Factor voiceover man.
Oh, we've got a couple of people subbing D now.
Oh, good.
Let's go. Let's share the reseller love. We have lots of it to go around.
So I think we are pretty much at the end of our show, Reseller World.
Yeah. Hitman has just asked, any Christmas specials in mind, Chris? We know you love your gimmicks.
Well, we're going to do the Secret Santa live unboxings, and we're going to get as many people who are brave enough, willing enough to come on live just for a few minutes while they unbox their gift. We'll get everybody on. That's going to be a Christmas special.
And I think we should have a proper Christmas theme to that, where you have to come in like a Christmas hat or a fake beard,
Christmas jumper, hat.
Jumper. Yeah, we're going to go whole hog with that one. We'll even decorate the stock up with tinsel.
Well, that far. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to do some stuff, and depending on what day a Monday is, will depend on what we do for our Monday show. We'll do something now.
Yeah, Chris was trying to convince me to do a Christmas Day show. I was like, not a cat and else chance.
Would anyone join us on Christmas Day for a show?
No. No is the answer. And even the answer is yes, the answer is no.
Stephen says, just a quick question. Do any of the charity shops know you resell? Was going to ask a few managers to let me know if anything comes in. The charity that I used to work for, some of those managers do know, obviously.
We do have people that come in the chat who have links in with their charity shops, don't they? So it is something that people
you can definitely do it.
People do.
I do know one in Cheadle who I used to work with years ago. She's a manager of a vintage Bernardo's, and she knows me, and I talk to her about what I do and stuff, and yeah, she gives me some good deals sometimes. But other than that, not specifically. But I wouldn't blame anyone if you had a local shop where you go in on a regular basis. Definitely.
You're just not that sort of person, are you, really, to actually go and ask the question?
Yeah, I'm not I'm not probably gonna go unless unless somebody asks me, I'll tell them what I do. And then if that leads to a conversation, then yeah.
But you'd have to actually strike up a conversation with the person that you're works in there, and that's not sort of down your street, is it?
Hitman says Monday will be the 16th and 23rd. Oh, that falls all right. So maybe the 23rd could be our Secret Santa. We could do it on the same show, or we could do it. We could do an additional special just separate to it. Come on. We could carry on doing Reseller World on those dates, and then maybe just do a separate show.
I think it'll be good if we do the live on the 23rd with the unveiling, with it just being before Christmas.
Well, we could do it on Christmas Day, because what's better to open your presents than on Christmas Day?
Wet Willard.
Okay. Thanks for that, Hitman. Okay, so I think we're done, aren't we? Are we done? You would call it a day?
I would call it a Monday.
Thanks for that. Why are you being all weird? You're an absolute weirdo, you know that.
I
know. Right, so thank you all so much for tuning in as normal to our Reseller World.
I'm just gonna see what your closing comment is.
Doesn't matter. Please subscribe, hit the like button. It's really important for our algorithms on YouTube that we get lots of likes, and leave us a comment as well if you want underneath the video. Give us any suggestions for future segments or ideas for what we can discuss on the show. So I'm going to leave you with this little thought. So the reseller world is big, right? So go and explore.